We gotta kill it.
The CEO of Orochi?
Samuel
Shit,
Chandra.
why is this here?
Excavations continue, although progress is hampered by drilling equipment shorts and droid malfunctions. Damage incident. Critical system failure before complete deactivation. Upon attempted recovery, video feed displayed the droid shattered into pieces, rendered unsalvageable. Distinctive teeth markings, traces of carbon material and saliva. They were digging for something. Triometal marker unresponsive. Deterioration renders dating negligible. Inconclusive. Expansive entryway with carvings that suggest a combination of mechanical and hand tooling. The bas-relief murals are carved directly into the natural gneiss and olivine deposits that form the cliff face. Dispatched a cave in near the entrance. So they were researching this.
Okay, I think I found what we're looking for.
Copy. We're at the device now.
The network used an algorithm to brute force a solution. The key requires a high-frequency vibration. Tune your biogauge scanner output to 31 kilohertz.
Got it. There we are. And we have an activated Martian artifact. We're in business, Shane.
Nothing here says what the next step is.
Now you got us this far. We'll figure it out from here. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Shane.
Dr. Shane Newhart, elite spy operative, taking care of business.
So while she was messing with the filth, as it's been dubbed, they were digging deeper.
Declan, I'm standing by a window overlooking a room filled with pods containing androids. I thought it was automated sensors or something, but there must be hundreds of these things on Mars.
What are they doing?
Everything here. This is the hub of their Mars expansion plans.
Insanity to keep this all secret to the greed. Alcova new. Very interesting. Everyone keeping secrets from everyone else.
Nope, I can't move this one. I don't think I have a choice. Just go for it.
I need to wait for the android to move away. Move the camera and then I can follow it and go left, I think. This is insanity. Lethal force authorized to these things. As they patrol this place, there's hundreds of them. Oh my god. I'm lucky it's pitch black. Shit. Gotta go, gotta keep going. Shit. It's going round in a circle. I have to bypass it. I have to follow it. Oh, God! Oh, fuck. Oh, another one. Fuck, no. Protect yourself, you fool. Ah. Our part's over. Gotta get to Icarus, which was the other floor. Where did these doors go then? Just the living quarters. How many staff were here that we didn't know about? What the fuck? Okay. Let's get a better look inside. Oh fuck! Where did it go? Oh fuck! That thing's loose down here. Why is it down here? At least it's large. I can slip through, maybe. Slip through gaps. This is where it went. It smashed the window. We can get round back to the lift. I can use the lift to get to Icarus, whatever that is.
Mom was approached by Orochi. They interrogated her. What else are they hiding in this Project Icarus? Did they find her research? Did they find her? I need to know.
I don't know, man, but I sure as hell wouldn't stick around long enough to find out.
Sympathise. Cynthia Newhart's advances in quantum mechanics. She was a physicist, a mathematician. And she was connected to all the interdimensional phonic stuff. She was the one who was writing about pocket dimensions and they deserve the extra facilities. Not interested in sponsorship program. Whatever you ask, money, resources, equipment. They took her. They took her to keep her quiet because she was on to something that they needed. How do you know about the dimensional rift? Did you find an artifact, a tome, a conduit to Agartha? I have nothing. You can't refuse us, Cynthia. Neighbours are noticing. Consider a mother with dangerously erratic behaviour, dissociative episodes, auditory hallucinations, isolation, who would hate to report something that would get your son taken away. Cunts. Agent Chandler, how do you know my name? Dennis Chandler, your favourite colour is blue. You have a wife named Delilah and a daughter named Hazel. Hazel had a nasty fall today. You'll learn soon. The bones will mend, but not always. Speaking in chthonic tongues. I know an equation, Dennis. I wrote it on your shadow with my tongue. You will not visit me again. If I find you or Orochi following my family, I will do things to your wife and daughter that will make you sweat blood. She had power from the other worlds, from these pocket dimensions, from the filth that eats its way through reality. They meddled with things they couldn't possibly understand and got bitten. But I don't know how.
Shane, the gate is opening. Get over here ASAP. You have to see this.
Icarus.
I'll meet you there. But there's something I have to find out first.
You're all alone, little one. Sometimes I feel alone, too. We're both alone here. Together.
Alone together.
They hide like rats under the floorboards. Stick The tentacles where they cannot. I have seen where they root, slither like snakes amongst the leaves.
So they knew about some sort of dimensional rift just at the same moment as she worked out that these dimensional rifts exist. And that's the real reason they're on Mars, perhaps.
My God. It's completely taken over.
Filth, seething tendrils of a hive, ever expanding. Fools, they cannot be contained.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Ugh. What the fuck? You can't reach me here. Yeah, you slither off over there, why don't you? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it... Organic chemistry.
Jesus. Orochi has leverage on everyone.
Obtain the files requested and place them into this console for review. The files include details of avenues of leverage against the Invictus crew. You know. The incident at Krichar. She had worked at a decommissioned military airbase a few miles outside of Krichar, Belarus. Thousands in the small city were killed by an explosion at the base, an explosion meant to cover up a horrific containment breach of an alien substance being used in her research. How long has this been going on? The high-profile trial uncovered several classified experiments attributed to Volkova, with high-ranking officials within the government denying knowledge of her research. Before a verdict could be delivered, Volkova fled Belarus and claimed asylum in the Russian Federation Embassy in Tokyo. Unable to continue her research, we offered her the opportunity to work without constraints. While her ethical integrity is questionable, her skill is undeniable. Me. Minor childhood trauma documented by a licensed family therapist, fear of abandonment, mild social anxiety. PhD, mechanical engineering. Key in our understanding of Cynthia Newhart's studies. Possible whereabouts. Recommend continued surveillance. Hiring at local Manticore office. Engineering position. Josephine Wilcox, Special Forces. Distinguished Service Cross. Al Marwat, Yemen. Friendly fire incident. 6 undercover agents killed during strategic raid of suspected uranium smuggling operation. court-martial, multiple witnesses. Discharged a pistol at range of less than 1 meter, causing a perforating wound into the skull. Commanding officer, Major Corey Houston. Fired 2 and 3, which entered the chest and shoulder of Alan Sheffield. Another 2 shots, critically wounding Captain Jaden Allen. Defended our actions, echoing the sentiment that the officers in question knowingly caused a friendly fire scenario through mismanagement. Interesting. Declan. Trafficking in heroin, possession of controlled substance, involuntary manslaughter. Mental health facility. Rehabilitation centres. Clean for over 12 years. Incarceration. Highly motivated individual. Erased records of his dark past. Well, that's what he meant about driving a needle into the webbing between your toes. There's a smackhead.
Oh, Lucas, what the fuck?
Restraining order, restraining order, restraining order, violation of restraining order. Difficult reading emotions, lack of empathy. Performing a vivisection on the family cat. Translate Orochi's newly discovered ancient texts and star maps. So he's who they're using for like xenolinguistics. He's the one that's translating the chthonic speech. Strange symbols. Kidnapping and assaulting the women in his home, choking them until they suffocate them, mutilating the bodies and disposing of all evidence. Jesus. Well, he's fucking dead now. And he didn't go clean.
Fuck.
Putrid. Filth.
It's like an Ushabti but with tentacle features. Was that found here? More carved figurines. This was here long before we were. So this whole thing was just a pretext for something they already knew was here. They were drilling, they were trying to find out more about this dimensional rift, more about the civilization or whatever that was here before, that created whatever's behind that giant door, that gave rise to the filth and allowed them to pierce the veil between dimensions. This is... I see you. And then when the filth began to bond
What is that?
with what's on this side, it began to change everything.
Ugh. What is that?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Cages for live specimens? Things they were experimenting on? I don't... I'm gonna need some fucking answers. I want to close whatever rift this is supposed, whatever rift exists here, whatever research they've been doing needs to be purged. We need to put a stop to it, close any holes that they've made into different places. Burn all this corruption out. Imagine what would happen if even a small amount of this arrived on Earth. Maybe it already has. Maybe Icarus connects with the complex behind the giant door.
Let me swaddle you, Viscera, and rock you in the nature of my bones.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
You could crack open your helmet like a walnut. Let it meet, and my voices will still be there. Not in the spaces we know, but in between.
Added cells. God. How far have they taken this? That's a human hand. Human experimentation.
Huh, there are more of those things?
I called to them, and they answered. I'm in a dreamscape. Manipulated, contorted their beings until they emerge from chaos anew.
Oh shit. The door's not properly shut, so I'm just gonna not go that way. Were they people once? I have to know more. I have to understand. No. MRI machines. And human test subjects.
We're all expendable assets to Orochi. Wasn't enough to know all our secrets. If they can't leverage us, they'll just replace us.
Unforeseen circumstances that may put the Invictus crew at risk. A replica of the individual will be made and preserved until a severe violation has occurred. Clones. And they're all alive. Pull the plug on those things immediately.
Holy shit. That's all of us. The entire Invictus crew. Are we the originals? Or the copies?
It's me. Horrific. Oh my god. They're making more as a contingency?
It doesn't end.
Split from a single seed. Germinated, scribbled on carbon paper, they multiply like vermin. Sentience is a glitch in the sensory organs. Pain, a cancer fed by reality.
Jesus fuck. That's fucked up. The goal of this experiment is to see if the effects of this preternatural containment are the same on cloned human tissue and cloned hybrid human tissue as on normal human tissue. If the effects are not the same, how do they differ? Today we applied minute amounts of the filth on cloned cells. Effects were largely similar in the molecules of the containment attacking the cells, however the process moved more slowly than observed before. Radiation? The filth has escaped. I have sealed my safety suit and performed all emergency protocols. I have injected the radiated serum as outlined in the procedures. The side effects are intense but mundane, and far better than the alternative. How did this happen? There was no breach. I think the theory that the filth flows, even undulates along dimensions outside of our perceived three, may have merit. I have sent for help. I am trying not to panic. I am recording the findings this mishap affords. The voices continue. I ignored them at first, congratulated myself on my rationalism, but then the voices learned to mimic my voice, and I thought they were me, and I was the voices. No, that doesn't make sense. The radiation must be working. My limbs have begun to do things on their own, but only when I'm not looking. I have to stare at my limbs very carefully or they misbehave. I've made a careful regimen of making sure not to look at any one body part for more than 7 seconds. I have to keep watch on them, except for my right arm. Good arm. I'm a scientist. Scientist. Cut off arm today. Right arm. Good arm. Only uncorrupted part. Pristine. It will be pristine forever. Stored good arm in the morgue. Code 9510. I'm scientist. Will lock myself in padded room. Everyone is safe. Scientist. Scientist, 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 scientist. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.